So in a similar way to adding the request specification, we can also add the response specification. So if we have common things that we're testing every time in our response, we can easily just add those into a response specification. So I know we only have one test, and our assertion at the moment is checking that the status code is 200, so that we might want to commonly implement that across all of our future tests. So to do that in a similar way, we just add in the response specification. So I'm just going to add in response specification. I'll call that response specification, and then we'll add in a new response spec builder. So IntelliJ has imported those in for us, and so now we're simply going to add in to expect the status code of 200. Now there's lots of other things that you can add, and as we go through the course we'll probably add more bits and pieces in here as we add in different types of assertions, but you can expect different status code or response time or body or cookies or whatever you want to assert on. Essentially there should be a method in there for it, so you can look at that at your own leisure. For now we're just going to check that the status code is 200, and then we build just like we built the request spec builder. And again, we could add it in explicitly into our test, or we can just add it in here to apply it to all of the tests. So I'll just add it here to apply for all of the tests. We just do rest assured dot response specification, and then for the response specification option, we just add in response specification that we just created here. So now in our test we could take out this status code check because we don't need that anymore, because that will be happening for us anyway. So I'm just going to take that out, and that's all that our test is down to now. So very simple, and it's still going to check for a 200. So we would expect that to pass, so let me just run that quickly. So the test runs and it passes, and it's still logging because we've set that up before. Just to prove that it's working, let's actually say that we wanted to expect a status code of 201. So now when we run this, we would expect the test to fail. And sure enough, it fails, expecting a 201. So it's actually picking up this code in here and it's applying it. The request and response spec builders are being applied to all of our tests. Change that back to 200, and then we're ready to carry on.